Welcome to the SDA AutoCAD Electrical Training Module for schematic reporting. In this video, I'm going to illustrate how to run a cable from to report using the schematic reports. So under the Reports tab, I'm going to select Reports under the schematic ribbon. And it gives me a variety of reports I can run: wire to from, component list, bill of materials based off the schematic. Down here is the cable from to list, so I'm going to select that. I'm going to make sure that it's reading from all these schematics drawings in my project, and make sure that the category of symbol that it's going to report on is schematic. What this is going to do is it's going to read the components and their location codes between my various panels to produce the from to report. Down here is the format. You can either go with the default, which is the one that you're going to see in your folder most of the time. In this one I'm going to go with the cablecon1.set file, which is simply a copy and slightly altered version of the original cablecon.set file. I'll get into that in just a little bit. So with all those selections, I'm going to hit OK. Save my drawing. And now when I select my drawings, I'm just going to select the schematic drawings. So anything with an L or a W is a panel layout or wiring diagram, and I'm just going to go and quickly unselect those before I proceed. And that should be all of them. I'll go ahead and hit OK. Now it's going to cycle through and get the data into the report. Now, there's a couple things I'll explain a little bit when I get into the dialog for the cable from to report. The column on the left is for location 1, which would be loc 1 in the cablecon .set file, and this location box is going to be loc 2. That would be located in the cablecon.set file. The original file that I used, cablecon1.set, just has the renamed versions of the cable information on those columns. So instead of loc 1 and loc 2, I have from and to. The question marks that you see here are cables that have been started in one panel but do not have a location into another panel. So there are some in the loc 1 column that would be in the panel that I'm in, and then the loc 2 column of information that's going to other panels. So I'm just going to exclude those from this report and go ahead and continue. AutoCAD Electrical is putting all this data into a cable to from summary. So in the original cablecon.set file, these are the fields that you can report on, and there's a bunch of them. This one here that I renamed cable number is actually, I believe, the CBL, which is going to take the cable tag. From is loc 1, to is loc 2, size is description 1, and remarks are description 2. The length parameter is a calculated length from the reports that is also selectable in the dialog called CLEN. Now, if I go to change report format, you'll see that the list of available fields that I can pick from. Now be careful, once you rename these, they don't show up as available in here anymore on the left side of the available fields, and you don't want to lose track of what you had renamed them for your cable report. These are going to be the names of the columns that will show up in your cable to from report when you put it on the drawing or when you save it to an external file. Since we have every single one that we want already, we can move on. This just allows you to rename it right here and give it a justification, and then rearrange it within the order of the table once you put it on the drawing. We'll select those, and now part of the cablecon1.set file that I have is a DCL add-on that allows me to remove all child cable markers. In the cable reporting that we do at Empirical, we only show one cable marker, and we do not show any of the conductors. AutoCAD Electrical will normally report all conductors of a certain cable, and so you'll see that it's eliminated all the duplicates in this cable to from list. And so now I can add breaks, I can add timestamps and things like that, but I'm just going to go right to putting it on the drawing. I'm going to insert new, and down here I've created a cable pull list table style. And for this I'm going to include the headline of the project file. And I'm just going to remove the WDP at the end, and I'm just going to put cable pull. In the table style, I've created the column widths and the headline headers, and also the table style, which is color and layers and things like that. Now when this inserts, it's going to be inserted on the miscellaneous layer. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And I can put this table anywhere I want on the drawing, or I can put it into a new drawing. And I hit close, and then cancel. And here's my cable pull list. Now if I were to have lengths calculated in here, I would get a length. And if I would have remarks like, DC cable, just different various descriptions that you want to have for the general cable, you can put it there. But ultimately, it's that easy to put a cable to from report on a drawing using AutoCAD Electrical.